Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those who may be new here, hi, hello, my name is Mel, and today I'm coming at you guys with a brand new challenge. We're actually going to be starting the Whimsy Stories Legacy Challenge. I have wanted to do this challenge for the longest time. I never got around to starting it on Twitch, and naturally with my YouTube channel, I only started that a few months ago. I started with the Family Dynamics Challenge, then we started the Lucid Legacy Challenge, and I wanted to add another challenge to the rotation just to change things up a bit. That way you guys aren't seeing the Lucid Legacy Challenge every day. Well, not every day, but it's not going to be the only content that you're seeing. So like I said, today we are starting the Whimsy Stories Legacy Challenge. Here on the screen you will see our beautiful legacy founder. So this is Wren Blumenthal, and part of the challenge requirements, I guess you could say, that the founder that you choose does not wear a lot of makeup, dresses casually. So I've kind of tried to stick true to that. So the only thing that I've actually given her, other than like the usual preset overlays, skin details, that sort of thing, I've given her some eyelashes and I've given her like a lip gloss, but I've kept the lip gloss kind of like neutral or like natural looking. So you can tell compared to my other Sims, she doesn't have a lot of makeup on and she's absolutely gorgeous. I've wanted to use this curly hair for the longest time. I've wanted to do a Sim with black hair and like dark eyes and like darker skin tones. And she's just, I don't know what it is, but she's giving me Moana vibes. When I was trying to come up with a name for her, I actually messaged my husband and I was like, what should I call her? And he's like, Moana. If you do want to see her outfits in a bit more detail, you can of course go and watch the cast video for her, which I will link below. And I'm also really excited to be using this hair. It's custom content that I've had for the longest time, and I've just never been able to make it work on any other Sim that I've created, and I think that it just works perfectly for her. I love her. Her color palette is very like reds, oranges, yellows, like sort of bright colors. In terms of Wren's backstory, yes, I had to give her one. I'd like to have a bit of an idea as to who my Sim is as a Sim. They've come from somewhere. Yes, I've created them, but they all have a backstory. To me, in my mind, it just makes playing challenges, playing Sims interesting. So for Wren, basically her backstory is that her mother became pregnant with her quite young. Her mum was 16 years old and she found out she was pregnant, and naturally the father didn't really want to have anything to do with the pregnancy or with Wren's mum. Wren's mum did try to take care of her for a little while, but because of her age, she just didn't have the financial means to be able to look after her daughter, and she figured that the best thing that she could do for her daughter was to actually turn her over to child services. So that is what she did. She actually went to a child services office, explained her circumstances, and just said that as much as she'd love to keep her daughter, she doesn't have the family or financial support. And from that day, Wren was actually unfortunately entered in care. So as a child, she did move around from foster family to foster family for some time, but things never really worked out. She never really knew whether that was because her or whether it was else. It just has that Sim that never got adopted. She never, got fixed placement, nothing like that. And I don't know about anywhere else in the world, but in Australia, essentially when you become, I think it's 18 years old, they declare you independent. So at 18 years old, whoever you're like fostering with, if you're living with a family, they don't actually have to take care of you anymore from that point. Obviously, that doesn't happen a lot. Once you're part of the family, you stay part of the family. But unfortunately, in Wren's case, at age 18, she was there. She had spent the majority of her life watching children around her be adopted and taken home, and they never really came back. But she was always the one in care, moving around from foster home to foster home, and never, ever found her fixed address. So unfortunately, at 18 years of age, child services essentially said to her, look, we don't have the funding to care for you anymore. We do have to let you go, essentially. And as we know, Wren doesn't know who or where her mother is. She was surrendered at quite a young age, and she therefore doesn't have any other family. She doesn't have any friends. She has nothing and no one. Somehow, I guess to an extent, it's not lucky, but she was walking through the neighborhood. She was kind of, doing her thing. She came across this lot here and she saw an assembled tent. And from talking to some locals, they actually let her know that the person that was living in the tent was no longer around. They hadn't come back to their tent, and therefore Wren actually took it up and decided to use it as her own. Obviously, if the person or the sim was to come back, she would surrender that back to them, but for now she needed somewhere to rest her head at night. So that's a little bit of an indication as to what her backstory is. In terms of the challenge rules, of course, I will link these below as well, but reading through them for anyone who may be interested. So Gen 1, without a home, but not without love. Our story begins as most stories do, with endurance. You are homeless. You've gone out into the world with nothing but a tent and a dream. As a child, you never had your own home. You were bounced from place to place, always dreaming of a suburban home to call your own, with a family of your own. As you have since you were a young child, you long for a life of normalcy. You are tired of everything around you being turbulent and broken, so you search for the joy in the mundane. Life is lonely at first, but fortunately you find love with another homeless sim. You have nothing, but it feels like absolutely everything with the partner by your side. You are a carefree, nature-loving and naive dreamer. Some may call you a hippie, but you just call yourself happy. From the ground up, you create. Create candles, fabricate your own furniture, and search dumpsters to buy. Eventually, you have a home of your own, built by your own two hands. A tiny home. Not only is this a tiny home, but it's a suburban tiny home. Your dream is finally realized. You will stay in this comfy, small shoebox-sized home for the rest of your life, growing in your garden, raising your children, and selling the things you make for an income. Goals. Find love while homeless. Name all children after nature. Must live in a suburban-styled tiny home that you build cheap-free for their entire life. Micro home for young adulthood, and then afterwards you may upgrade. Foster a healthy garden. Plant parent. I mean, this house is full of plants, which surprisingly fit in 32 tiles. Have at least 3 tattoos. Master the fabrication, handiness, and wellness. Have the loves outdoors and freegan traits. Complete the maker aspiration and be self-employed with the freelance simply crafted. Rarely wear makeup, love to dress casually. So that is Gen 1 for you. So let's zoom out here. I do actually have her, like I said, so she's come across this lot here in Evergreen Harbor and she saw the tent. So this is her little tent where she sleeps at night. But this is essentially like a dump or a tip or whatever you might want to call it. That she is now essentially living in. I will link the lot creator in below. I had seen a lot of people doing this for this challenge. I didn't use the same lots as everybody else. I figured it would be nice to be a little bit different. And as you can see, it is quite literally trash. So in terms of functional items, the only things we really have, we have our tent, we have a pea bush, and there's like a little fire pit up the end. I did not know this and I did not go out and search for this, but when I placed the lot, I did realize that there are actually 2 dumpsters here. So that is going to make our dumpster diving a lot easier, which is great. I'm not going to complain about that. But essentially, this is our home, at least until we start making some money and we can get into our suburban home. Also, just quickly for anyone who may be interested before we do jump into the game, who may not necessarily want to go back and look at all of her traits in the cat video. In terms of her personality traits, she is open-minded. She loves the outdoors. She's a freegan. She's a doer. She's a muser. And she's an artist. Now, I specifically only picked the loves outdoors, open-minded, and freegan. So the rest have just popped themselves up. I don't know how. But those are our traits. This is our gorgeous Wren. Let's jump on into the game.
Oh, you bala.
Okay, so she's just chilling in front of the fire. I don't know what it is. It may be one of my mods, but literally every time I start a new save, my sims are stinky as all heck. So I don't know what that is about. She's very unhappy with her surroundings. So what we might do is, first things first, I might get her to travel so that she can take a shower. Okay, so here we are. We have arrived in Willow Creek. I've brought her to the gym. just because I know that there are definitely showers here. So I'm going to get her to come upstairs, take a shower. All right, so there is a little fish pond over here and we're going to need some food. So I'm going to get her to come over here and do a little spot of fishing first because we need to be able to eat. So we're going to need to buy like an esky or something. Oh my goodness. I'm like, oh, we need to do this, this, and this. But there's actually a bunch of things that we need because for her to live at least happily, we have a tent to sleep in. But we need an esky or we need like a grill so that she can actually cook some food. There's so much we need. We don't have a shower. It would be nice to have a shower. There's a lot to do, friends. Yay, we caught some seaweed. Tuck that back. Let's try again. Are these like, they look like little piranhas. This is so relaxing. The scenery, the water, just, beautiful. Because, yeah, if we get some fish, we're going to need somewhere to put our fish. Otherwise, they're going to go bad. Oh, did we catch something? Reel it in, Wren. Reel it in. Ugh, more seaweed. Of course. Wren caught a 1.60 perch worth $8. What else might be out there? Let us see. Oh, we've reached fishing skill level 2. We caught another perch. Okay. We caught an angelfish worth $15. We caught a minnow. Yes, get it, girl. All right, Wren, let's come over here and let's cook. What's cheap? $13 for a hot dog. Is $13 the cheapest? We can do a baked potato. Let's do a baked potato and then we'll put that in our inventory because hopefully that will last a little. I love her so much. I really love this hair as well. Like, again, I don't use curly hair a lot, like not full-blown curly hair, and I'm loving it. All right, put that in your inventory, and then we're gonna go home. Okay, so let's actually see what we can get to store her food in, because I imagine that the esky is gonna be the cheapest option. Okay, so there is one little planter pot over here, so I am going to see how much it's gonna cost us to get some seeds. I was gonna say, oh, $5, let's get those, but no. Okay, let's get some starter flowers, just because I always do fruits and vegetables. Let's get some flowers. I know that that doesn't leave us with very much money, but we have to do what we have to do. So we're going to open the seed packet. Okay, so what have we got? We've got a daisy and we've got a bluebell. So let's plant the bluebell. Let's sell the llama corn that we actually bought. And then let's plant the daisy as well. And then we're going to sell the other two just to get a few dollars. I was about to say let's dumpster dive, but I didn't realize that the dumpster actually has to have stuff in it for us to dumpster dive. So let's go and dumpster dive in the dumpsters around the world. I think there's one. Yep, there's one up here. Dive for deals. All right, here we go. What are we gonna get? Freegan lesson. When Wren is a freegan sim, freeganism is all about cost-free, waste-free living. So that's good for her. Wren found groove tube wireless speaker in the dumpster. Check her inventory. So she's finding a lot of these like recycled goods, whatever they are. Within the gullet of this metal beast, Wren has gathered $10. Okay. Okay. I don't know, does diving for deals, is there an expiration on how many times you can actually dive for deals? He needs to eat. Alright, let's dive for a meal. Let's see if we can get some food from the bin first. Wren found potato in the dumpster. Let's get her to go home. Run, my little one. Run. Run like the wind. And look at the smog. Like, the world is covered in just, like, orange dust. We can plant the potato. Plant the potato. And let's plant the vimberry. Because I don't know what that is. Okay, let's plant the vimberry. Eat baked potato. I don't know where that came from. Water that. Water that. I don't know what this is. Right, it's a speaker. So we may actually need that. You might need some entertainment. She's stinky again from her dumpster diving. So she's eaten, so I think she should be good in that regard. Needs to go to the toilet, please. Is it broken? Well, she's gonna need to repair that herself. Not the catching on fire. So I somehow didn't record all of that, but in trying to repair this while she was uncomfortable, she set herself on fire. Fires can be a vital source of heat or a calming warmth on a cold night. Wren saw firsthand the more destructive side of the fire. Wren never wants to see that again. I bet. All right, we need to travel again. We need, no, you know what? Can we buy a shower? Can we afford a shower? We need 335 simoleons to take a shower. So we need to do some stuff here. Okay. Oh my goodness, this dumpster is actually, like, there's actually trash everywhere. You know what? Can we just sell this? I don't want her to, like, set herself on fire anymore. We sold the speaker. Okay, so we have $242. She's literally doing so much cleaning up. She needs to sleep. Our baked potatoes are gone? Where are our baked potatoes? That's so annoying. On the flip side, our plants are growing a little bit, but we're gonna have to travel. We're gonna need to get her to go and take a shower. So let's do that real quick. Okay, so here we are again, back at the gym. Take a shower. Desperately needs it. This is a community space. Oh, there's a dumpster. Oh. Okay, so first things first, let's dive for a meal because we need a meal. And then we need to check this out. So let's vote on neighborhood action plan, community space projects. Okay, so what does Wren want to vote for? Let's do that. Let's do the green. Okay, let's do that one. And then let's see space projects as well. Grab a serving because we're hungry. We need to eat, unfortunately. I'm sorry, my love. I'm sorry. Oh, hey, Nox. They're all choking on the smog. Die for ingredients, die for deals, sort out recyclable. All right, I have no idea what this does. I've never ever used it in my life, but we're about to find out. Oh. You received your first bits and pieces from using the recycler. Hover over the recycler or the household funds to see how much you have. Is she not able to? Oh, she can. Okay. So we can. Community space voting board. Do we want a community garden? Looking for a place to practice growing and cultivating. The community garden is the perfect place for neighbors to plant together. Maker space, a community space for making all kinds where neighbors can gather to craft and recycle goods or dabble in activities like candle making, juice fizzing, fabricating, or painting. Community garden. Let's vote for the community garden first. And then we're going to have to go home, unfortunately. Wait, stop. We need some food. We need, what was it? 335 simoleons for a shower. And 100 and something for the cooler. Oh, we're already looking more blue. Wren found French fries. Yeah, we did. They're spoiled. Now let us dive in our own dumpster. Dive for deal, dive for ingredients. Green initiatives. Because of the community vote for green initiatives in Port Promise, these docks are about to get a lot greener. Within the course of the next week, residents will see more and more bushes and trees sprouting up in the area. Yes. Wait, we can buy a shower. We can buy a shower. We can buy a shower. Yes. Okay, she kind of has to shower out in the open. So let's maybe... Okay, because then that way her shower's over here. So no one can see her there. Can't really see her there. Okay, let's see if she can actually take a steamy shower now. Please let her be able to have a shower. Please. Did she really ride her bike here? You guys... You guys, we have a shower. It's the small things in life. Let's just enjoy our girl having a shower because, girl, she deserves it. Can we actually get, I think we might be able to get a cooler now. Yes, we can get a cooler. Okay, we're going to be absolutely broke. But it means we're going to have somewhere to sleep, somewhere to eat, and somewhere to bathe. All right, let's do it. Okay, great. All right, let's dive for deals. All right, so what did we get? We can't do anything with any of that. We need food. Dive for a meal. Dive for a meal. There's a harvestable item here. Okay, we're going to be taking that, friend. It's probably trash fruit, let's be honest. So we actually found ambrosia. And that's going to give us $2,241. So goodbye. But that means we have to dive again because we still need food. Okay, there's no food there to be had. All right, what can we do here? Collect soy wax. Harvest soybeans. Okay, so there's nothing more we can do there. Okay, good, good, good. Ooh, there's another little plant here. Harvest all. We love to see it. All right, is this all literal trash fruit? It's probably all trash fruit, but that's fine because it's going to work on her gardening skills and we need her to be great. The poor thing is still traumatized about the fire. All right, times are getting desperate. We're going to eat the soybean because we are hungry. Alright, it didn't do much, but it did something. Hey neighbor, do you want to learn how you can make a difference? If you've got a minute, I'd love to chat with you about how your vote can help make this. Oh, hey. You're actually here. She wants to woohoo in the bush from loving the outdoors. Hey, Nox.
Parsife?
Uh-huh.
𝗀𝘂𝗀𝗃𝗃.
Welcome to Evergreen Harbour. My name's Nox, and not to toot my own horn, but people regard me as a bit of an eco master around these parts, and I utterly love talking about. Did you know that you can vote on neighbourhood action plans? They're called NAPs for short. Voting is easy. You can vote at either a public voting board or even at your mailbox. No excuses to dodge voting. Thanks for the info. She is still really stinky. She wants to eat something really delicious. Bye, Nox. Take a steamy shower, please. Get clean. Look at this. Because we've been voting, look what's happening. It's turning into a little like green. This is so cute. Oh my goodness. Let's come out here and let's farm some beetles. Let's farm some grubs. Do we have anything we can plant in here? We can. Let's plant a soybean in the community garden because we're great like that. Let's plant 2 actually. This is so cool. I've never seen this before because I've never really played in this world before. Nurture our little bugs, and then we're gonna have to water our plants. Oh, we have an easel. Okay. I don't know where. I think our recycle machine left though. Maybe we can upgrade. No, we can't upgrade that. Okay. Is there anything else that we can do around here? Nothing. Alright, so it is the next morning. We are going to get Wren to have some breakfast. She doesn't want to speak to the world today, apparently. Do we have anything going on over here? Oh, we can sell the bluebells. Okay. What did we actually get from our last dumpster dive? We have bonsai shrubs. So let's maybe sell the rest of those. So I think what we're going to do now, let's get her an actual toilet. Okay, you guys. So we made her this little room here. It's nothing special. I'm just going to pretend that it was like a utilities room that was there. We're going to pretend it was there the whole time. So I love that. All right. So not only do we have a proper bathroom now, we also actually have a candle making table. So we do have some soy wax. We do have some dye. So let's see if we can make a candle. We can make a dipped candle. We can make a noir dipped candle. Let's do it. Woohoo! Here we go. Go this side because she's making a little candle.
Fluffy.
She burnt herself. Acquire the fabrication skill. When Wren 𝕔𝕚𝕝𝕝𝕝𝕝𝕝 is beginning her journey into the world of fabrication. Can we make a candle without ingredients? No, we cannot. Okay, let's harvest all. Let's come over here and harvest all. Let's dive for some deals. Let's dive for a meal, and let's dive for ingredients. All right, we need some food. Let's have cereal, and then let's also have granola because that should fill our hunger bar. Let's maybe duck over to the community lot. Has anything changed since we were last here? Some more greenery inside. Plants are growing. We can check on our bugs. Why is there just a random TV here? Okay. Okay, let's nurture the insects. Nothing needs to be watered just yet, I don't think. Okay, you guys, that is where I'm going to leave today's episode. I am pretty proud of our efforts. We built a quote utility unquote room, which now has a proper functioning toilet, a basin, and a shower. We have a tent for her to sleep in. We have a candle making station. We made our very first candle. We've started planting some plants. So we've managed to harvest, I think, some flowers only so far. The rest is still growing. We are trying to clean up the dump area because there is quite literally actual trash everywhere that is making it very uncomfortable for her to live there. So we need to keep dumpster diving. We need to make some more money. We need to get her off into her own little home because this life ain't it. Like, I know that our girl is homeless and beggars can't be choosers. Wren wants to have her own little space. She wants to be master maker. She wants to make people's furniture. She basically wants to make people happy. And we have quite a way to go as of right now. With that said, if you have made it this far and you are enjoying the content, please consider dropping a like and leaving a comment below. Also, if you are new here, please consider subscribing to the channel. You can also click the little notification bell. That way you, rather, are notified every time a new video goes live on the channel. But yeah, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all very, very soon for another video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.